Okay, so where we left off, we're still in Act 2. We have two more scenes left, Scene 5 and Scene 6, that we'll read today. But in Scene 4, if you remember, the nurse came to Romeo, found him in the streets. And of course, there was some humor there with the nurse, but we also see the nurse take a message from Romeo where to meet Juliet in order for them to be married with the Friar Lawrence. And Friar Lawrence is going to marry them in his cell. And Friar Lawrence remembered his advice in Scene 4, for Scene 3, that that Romeo better be careful, take it slow. He just got over Rosaline, and he needs to take it slow. So we also have a couple more characters to add to our character map to complete it here. We have Friar Lawrence, who's the priest, and then Peter, who's one of the servants of the captain. It's actually the nurse's servant. So that should complete our character map here for the rest of the play. So now at the beginning of Scene 5, Juliet is waiting for the nurse to return. She's anxious, obviously, to hear what Romeo's response was.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. That's not so. Oh, she is lame. Love's heralds should be thoughts, which 10 times faster glides than the sun's beams, driving back shadows over lowering hills. Therefore do nimble-pinioned doves draw love, and therefore hath the wind-swift Cupid wings.
Okay, so obviously she's second-guessing. Maybe she didn't even meet him. But then, again, this is the idealistic view of love that both Romeo and Juliet have. She says people who are messengers of love should go 10 times faster than the sun's beams. That's why Cupid has wings, she says. So again, unrealistic view of love between Romeo and Juliet.
Now is the sun upon the highmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 till 12 is 3 long hours, yet she is not come. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she would be as swift in motion as a ball.
If it was her,
My
she'd be
words
really
would
fast.
bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. But old folks, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh God, she comes! Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send thy man away.
Peter, stay at the gate.
Now, good.
Okay, so the nurse comes in with Peter again. She's complaining about Juliet's complaining about how slow the nurse is, and now she's going to want news right away. Peter comes in with the nurse's servant, and Juliet orders to send him away. Obviously, because this whole relationship is a secret so far. So the nurse tells Peter to leave, and Peter leaves. Now Juliet's going to want to know what happened right away. The nurse is going to not respond right away, and Juliet's going to get mad at her.
Sweet nurse. Oh Lord, why lookest thou sad? Though news be sad, yet tell them merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news by playing it to me with so sour a face.
Ah, weary, give me leave a while. Fire, my bones ache. What a jaunce have I had.
I would thou hadst my bones and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, speak. Good, good nurse, speak.
Again, she's anxious to know the news. Look at what she says. She says, "Why do you look so sad? If your news is sad, then tell it to me. But if you have a sad face, you're playing a mean trick on me." And the nurse is just like, "I'm old. I just ran away. Give me a break."
In what haste can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I'm out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath?
Good
The
point,
excuse that thou
Juliet.
dost make in this delay is longer than the tale thou dost excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Say either, and I'll stay the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is good or bad?
Well, you've made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, yet his leg excels all men's. And for a hand and a foot and a body, though they be not to be talked on, yet they must compare. He's not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What, have you dined at home?
No.
So again, nurse is getting off track a little bit, but she starts to say, "Romeo, don't pick Romeo." But then she really can't even find anything wrong with him. His face is better, his legs, everything that he is. He talks, and so everything is he is the best. So she starts to say he's not, and that she can do better, and then she can't really get back to that logic at the end, and then she gets sidetracked by did she eat already?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Lord, how my head aches. What a head have I.
Still
It
doesn't
beats in it with
respond,
4
does
and 20 pieces. Oh, my back. Oh, out to the side. Oh, my back, my back. Be true your heart for sending me about to catch my death with jolting up and down.
I'faith, I am sorry that thou art not well. Sweet, sweet, sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a kind, and a handsome, and I warrant virtuous. Where's your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is
It's
within.
sidetracked,
Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Oh, God's lady dear, are you so hot? Marry, come up, I trow. Is this a poultice for my aching bones? Henceforward do your messages yourself.
You
From now
such
on,
a
get your own
coil,
messages.
come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to Shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Now comes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. There'll be in scarlet straight at any news. Hie you to church, I must another way, to fetch a ladder, by the which your love must climb a bird's nest soon when it is dark. I'm the drudge and toil in your delight, but you shall bear the burden soon at night. Go, out to dinner, hie you to the cell.
Hie to high fortune, honest nurse, farewell.
So the nurse gets her the good news, and Juliet is going
So
to
smile
Romeo and Friar Stealth to be married. And we'll continue right into scene 6 here. Friar Lawrence and Romeo are there first, and he's going to caution Romeo to be more sensible and level-headed in his love for Juliet. We know Romeo, that's probably not going to be likely.
Heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. Amen. But come, what sorrow.
So, and notice what he says, so smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not. May this marriage be blessed and not blame us for anything that might happen after. So again, a little foreshadowing there.
It cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy words, then love, devouring death, do what he dare. It is enough I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die, like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in his own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow.
So, and Friar gives good advice here again. And he compares their loves to fire and powder, which if you put fire to gunpowder, their kiss is going to consume them both, and they both are destroyed. Or the sweetest honey, and how it can ruin an appetite and ruin your taste buds. So by getting too much. So the idea is to love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow. So don't be too fast here with your love, and so you don't have to. So it stays.
Here comes the lady. Oh, so light of foot will ne'er wear out the everlasting flint. A lover may bestride the gossamer that idles in the wanton summer air, and yet not fall. So light is vanity.
Good evening to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else is his thanks too much.
Juliet, if the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, and that thy skill be more to blazon it, then sweeten with thy breath this neighbour air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either.
So basically he says, if you're as happy as I am, let's sing it into the air. Let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that we both have.
This dear encounter,
Conceit more rich in matter than in words brags of his substance, not of ornament. They are but beggars that can count their worth. But my true love is grown to such excess, I cannot sum up sum of half my wealth.
Come with me, and we will make short work, for by your leaves you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate 2 in 1.
So, and the friar said, all right, we're going to, you know, they have that symbolic gesture that now the two become one through marriage. So they cannot be together alone until the church marries them 2 in 1. So, and Juliet says here that that words cannot express her love, basically. So, and Romeo, of course, uses many words to express his love. So now for tomorrow, this wedding scene is kind of important in how it plays out in the 2 movies that we were watching, the Zeffirelli version and the Baz Luhrmann version. So for tomorrow, we look at the 2 images of the marriage. Here we have Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes in the Baz Luhrmann version being married, and here we have the Zeffirelli couple being married. So as you look at these 2 views of marriage, how do you see marriage being represented differently within the 2 visual representations here of the same play? So how do these 2 pictures portray the marriage differently just by looking at that simple scene where they're taking their vows? Come tomorrow with that, with those statements.